Meanwhile, there is a tussle which is going on between Elon Musk-esque platform and Brazil. Brazil's Supreme Court has upheld the ban on Elon Musk, the platform, social media platform, esque for misinformation. Musk is under pressure as the Supreme Court upholds the ban. This order, Supreme Court's order, nationwide ban of X, and the ban comes amid month-long feud with Elon Musk failing to appoint legal representative. Meanwhile, Mr. Musk failed to meet the 24-hour deadline as instructed by the Supreme Court, and the court then said the ban is going to stay in place until orders are followed. Musk is also been asked to pay $3.28 million for non-compliance of the order.
The nationwide ban of social media site X in Brazil has met with mixed responses among the Brazilian youth. The popular platform was banned by the Brazilian Supreme Court on Friday after a months-long politically charged feud between Brazil's top court and tech billionaire Elon Musk.
O povo da nossa idade, pelo menos, não tem muito costume de assistir telejornal, de assistir notícias, então o Twitter meio que era uma forma, pelo menos eu, tinha de ter notícias do mundo inteiro. Então, tipo, eu meio que perdi um pouco o contato com o mundo afora, não sei o quê, tudo mais, também de me distrair, também eu via bastante entretenimento, então, tipo, querendo ou não, tá virando uma nova realidade pra mim agora.
Eu, sinceramente, achei que tá certo, assim, porque todo mundo que eu conheço que usa Twitter, assim, acaba perdendo um pouco, assim, se perdendo um pouco no que é realidade, o que é falso, assim, né? Mas também, não sei, assim, deveria ter uma rede social, assim, eu não acho que seja 880, né? Poderia ter uma regulação ali, né? Mas eu acho que tá certo, se o Elon Musk quiser vir aqui e achar que isso aqui é terra da banana, ele tá errado, tipo.
Meanwhile, Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has declared that no one is above the law and that Musk must respect the decisions of the country's Supreme Court.
Esse cara tem que aceitar as regras deste país. E se este país tomou uma decisão através da Suprema Corte, ele tem que acatar. Se vale para mim, vale para ele.
The move to block the popular media platform comes after Musk missed a 24-hour deadline imposed by the Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes to name a legal representative in Brazil. Brazil has been without one since last month, and according to its law, foreign companies are required to have representation in the country so that they may be notified of any legal cases against them. The controversy between the two men started when a Supreme Court judge ordered the suspension of several X accounts belonging to supporters of the former Brazilian president. In April, Moraes launched an investigation into Musk, alleging that he had reactivated some of the banned accounts. X claimed that Moraes threatened to arrest one of its legal representatives in Brazil if the platform did not comply, leading Musk to shut down all X offices in the country, citing censorship by the judge. The Supreme Court judge has declared that the ban will stay in place until all court orders are followed, including the payment of fines totaling 18.5 million reais, or $3.28 million, which he had previously slapped on the social media network for ignoring judicial orders. As Brazil grapples with the implication of X's ban, the question on whether this move will work in favor or further ignite existing tensions remains to be seen. Samia Afsar for NDTV World.
All right, to discuss this further, I'm being joined at this moment by Uriah Fansili, expert in international relations and a political scientist. Thank you, Uriah, for joining us at this moment. My colleague Mohammad Ghazali also with us. Mohammad Ghazali, very quickly to you first, just to put things in context. Is this a legal issue, or is it Elon Musk trying to arm twist the Brazilian legal system?
See, it's a free speech, my free speech versus your free speech story. And obviously, the Brazilian Supreme Court justice who ordered that all the misinformation accounts should be blocked was received as with a very backlash from Mr. Musk, because Mr. Musk was adamant that he won't be suspending those accounts. And this all goes to the political campaign of the president or the presidential elections. When the candidate who had lost, the opposition leader, he is perceived to be a right-wing leader, and his supporters are accused of using social media X for spreading disinformation. And the judge had ordered the removal or suspension of those accounts, to
Right.
which Elon Musk was very apprehensive about, and that is when this entire feud started.
Ray, if I can understand from you, first of all, what's the reaction in Brazil? I mean, Twitter these days, or X at this moment, becomes one of the most vital, tool for information, whatever is happening across the globe. After this outrage, what has been the reaction as far as the people are concerned first?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. We can see now two mixed reactions, because this is not only a situation where a social media platform was banned, but it also involves a deeper political element, because Elon Musk, he is a clear supporter of former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, who is considered a far-right politician in Brazil, who was also banned from running from office by this same justice, Alexandre de Moraes. So what we see now is two different political reactions depending on people, if they support the current left-wing government of President Lula, which means that they would agree with the decision of this justice, or if they are from the right wing and they think that the freedom of speech is also being violated, because Elon Musk is he's connected, and he's a supportive of former right-wing president. So we see
Right.
two different kinds of reactions depending on the political stance.
So Elon Musk, of course, is trying to, present himself as this champion of free speech. But I mean, there is more that meets the eye with Mr. Musk as well. But just for our understanding, like I said, a lot of people in Brazil is one of the biggest market for X. How has this outrage impacted people, young people, or somebody like you who possibly would go on X several times a day to see what is happening across the globe?
Well, it impacts me directly because I work with international relations. So I could, before that, I could, for example, go on social media, on X, and check, for example, what the foreign minister of Iran just posted, for example. I can't do that anymore, because if I do it, there's the chance that I will get $8,000 fine if I do that. So I can no longer legally do that. But there are also other platforms that people are using now, and the people that agree with the decision of this justice, they defend that these other platforms, they work according to the Brazilian law. So those, they should be able to work. I agree with what you say, that there's more than meets the eye, because Elon Musk also, he put himself out there as this big defender of democracy, but we also know of his relations with countries such as China, that is clearly not a democracy, and he has very close relations with President Xi Jinping, because he has economic interests there with the Tesla factory, for example.